Good morning. Say good morning.
No, I'm supposed to get milk, but I got tea.
Oh, Jameson's got his tennis shoes on. His little handsome romper.
You want to show me a handsome romper? It says handsome with his little hood.
He's already pretty fussy today, but I think he'll be okay. I think we'll be good. Guys, I am packing our lunch. I've got bread and crackers. I don't eat chicken salad on bread. I eat it on saltines. And we've got chips, Cheez-Its, and the chicken salad. Robert and I have a different recipe than most people for chicken salad. We use ranch, mustard, and salt and pepper with celery. It's pretty cool. So I wanted to show you guys these ice cubes that Robert made. We don't have an ice pack. So Robert filled our muffin tin with water, like an ice tray. And he made these like hockey puck type ice cubes, which I thought was kind of cool actually. I didn't think it was going to work. I was like, that's not going to work. But it worked. And I was sort of amazed.
Going on about my ice cubes.
I am going on about your ice cubes.
Yep, I made ice hockey pucks with a muffin tray. Pretty ingenious. I was sitting there thinking, oh, we'll buy a bag of ice on our way out and put that in the cooler. And I was like, you know what? Why spend the money? I got a sink and I got a muffin tray. Didn't know it was going to work, but I did it anyways. Oh, and I'm shaving face today.
Oh, baby face.
Oh, there's no lipstick stain. Do it again.
I'm wearing Mother. It doesn't come off.
Oh. You're right. You're absolutely right.
You want me to try one more time?
Nope, didn't come off. Hey guys, I'm watching the road.
We're on I-40 now.
Going west.
Going west. We're headed to Asheville. Here's the thing, though. Since I've had James, I have become sort of a nutcase about like traveling or like being on the road, and I get really scared. So being on interstate at
This is the first time we've been on the interstate since we've had James.
Yeah, so going at 70
since
miles an
before
hour.
you were pregnant.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. So we're going, okay. We're going 70 miles an hour, and a white Tahoe is like, there's a lot of cars around, and I'm like fighting anxiety, which is really dumb, and really like, there's no reason for it, but I can't help it. So I'm like taking deep breaths and trying to stay calm. But we are on the road. James is falling asleep already.
Oh yeah.
Pretty beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful churches in Asheville, actually.
Look at the stars. I guess they're businesses.
Yeah, they're businesses.
But I'm guessing when they were built, they were originally houses.
There's a Catholic church here in Asheville, like downtown Asheville. And I think it's from the 1700s. And it's so old that the original like priest that helped build the church is buried inside the walls of this church. It is gorgeous in there.
What are we doing? Huh? What are we doing? Are we watching Mama make lunch? We brought our picnic, but we're going to eat it in the car instead of having to lug all of our stuff up there. We were wanting to do it in the garden, but if we were to take the shuttle, up there and brought the cooler, the diaper bag, the cameras, and the tripod, it just would have been too much to carry. So we're picnicking in our car. As, you know, so we've got chicken salad, some crackers, some bread, some chips, some Cheez-Its, all kinds of goodies, really. And we're gonna go ahead and have our lunch now.
Jameson discovered Daddy's sandwich.
Oh, he's stealing my sandwich.
Jameson, you can't eat that, baby.
No, it's too solid for you.
It's the tallest mountain you can see over in the distance over there. It has a TV tower on top of it. That's Mount Pisgah. It's about 13 miles as the crow flies from here to there. And in the early 1900s, George owned all the land you can see between here all the way to the top of the mountain and about a mile beyond.
We're at the Biltmore Estate.
I believe they said it was over 200 bedrooms.
250 rooms total.
250 rooms total. Over, let's see, it was over 250 rooms total and over 4 acres under one roof, which is huge.
So when we get home, Robert and I are going to call a contractor that built our grandparents' apartment.
And tell them this is what we want.
Yeah.
But the one bit of bad news is that there are absolutely no public restrooms inside the house.
Well, the stables have restrooms. So
Yeah, but can you always kind of get to the stables and get back to where you were?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they said 4 to 5 o'clock.
It's too hard to capture how big it is this close to it. Alright, we've got a little while before our scheduled tour date. So we are going to overlook the gardens here at the Biltmore. And we figured we'd show it to you with us. I mean, I'm going to walk up here real quick, babe. Just look at that. I mean, I wouldn't call this a back porch. This is like a side mess. I don't even know. Some sort of veranda. But I mean, just look at the view. What do you think?
Very high.
Did you look down?
I did.
Why'd you look down?
I didn't know I was that high
I
up.
mean, just look at those trees. You know that tree right there is huge. But right down from here, it looks small.
Yeah.
And this, I guess this is considered a garden. They got little statues in every corner. This one looks like a flute player and a baby. I don't know if that has his name or not. I think that's more of that wisteria. I mean, look at this.
The angle of the house from here, like, just look at that.
Let's see if I can get that in one shot. That's just the side of the house. I don't know if you can see it. There it is.
Hold on, I have to look at something real quick.
Are you going to check it? Are you checking?
It's covered.
It's covered? You want to tell people what you do with statues?
Well, no.
Go ahead, tell them.
Sometimes they're naked.
Sarah likes to double check and see if they have anatomy.
All right, Robert is putting away the tripod. We just got one of those like cheesy souvenir pictures. It's like the whole house behind
but
us.
it's going to be awesome.
I can't really see your face. You'd have to walk over here.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome. We might use it as our thumbnail. We might not. Depends on if we get anything better.
Yeah.
But we got the good camera with us today. The real.
And of course our vlogging phone.
Oh yeah, we're using our phones for the vlogs,
But it's about
it's about that time to go. We got 5 minutes till we start our tour.
right, so we'll see you inside.
Oh yeah. Staircase left. You want one?
Yeah. Arboretum.
An arboretum. That makes me want a burrito, like really bad.
From Arby's, if they made them.
Yeah, an Arby's burrito. Found ourselves in my girl's costume. Oh, it really is a girl's costume. Is that the actual one she wore in the movie? That is the actual outfit she wore in the movie.
She's very thin.
Oh, that's probably pinned back on the back of the mannequin. Let me look at this picture. You're probably gonna be good with this.
There's a spiral staircase over there that goes up to that balcony.
Oh, look at that. Look, oh, babe, look over the edge there. What happened?
I looked over the edge.
And what happened?
It was enough. I saw enough. We left the house and we just drove through the village, like Antler Village, I think it's called. We didn't get out and go into any of the areas because we don't want to spend money, and you know, that's what happens when you go into those shops. But all in all, we did enjoy ourselves. We were slightly disappointed by how little of the house we actually got to see. I mean, it's 250 rooms and we saw 40 exhibits.
I mean, it was still really interesting, and I know it would take a really long time to look at all 250 rooms, but like we passed hallways that just kind of left us wondering, well, what's down that hall?
Yeah, it makes you really curious about the other rooms, like what's behind that door. But it was a really neat experience. For me, my favorite part was seeing the outside of the house. Like,
That's the inn in Biltmore Estate. It goes up there. So it's a different hotel.
like seeing the house in real life was sort of breathtaking for me. I had seen pictures, you know, I grew up here for my early childhood, and it was just like, whoa, I finally see it. Like, it's way better in real life than it is in the pictures.
Oh, it was super interesting. I mean, just seeing what they built back then. And, I mean, how similar their interests then were to now, given that, you know, times were very different. You know, without televisions or internet or, hell, even, I don't even think radio was as big back then.
But it was, like, the inside was, it piqued your curiosity more than it entertained you.
Oh, yes.
And it was a little disgusting to see how the servants lived compared to how they lived.
Yeah, I mean, their quarters being as small as they were, and the way they were furnished was so much less.
The thing that bothered me the most is that these people worked and worked and worked, whereas the Vanderbilts themselves didn't do that much work, and yet their mattresses were about this thick, which is disgusting. And I don't know, it was a little bit despicable in my opinion.
But at the same time, you know, it's understood that that's how times were back then. Granted, I don't think anybody would do that now. And if they do, you know,
People still do that, babe.
shame on them. But like I said, all in all, the house was impeccable.
It was a really interesting experience. It was very difficult to lug the stroller and all of our stuff, but
Yes, this guy needs a lot of things.
yeah. And he did really well.
He's a little grumpy now,
A
though.
little bit grumpy. We are home,
We made
and
it home.
it's pretty early to end the vlog, but we've had a big day, so we're gonna go ahead and end the vlog.
We got a lot of footage at the Biltmore, so we're going to try to put it all together. We don't know exactly how we're going to do it yet.
But we'll figure it out.
There was a lot of driving and a lot of stuff, and we're all ready to be done today.
So if you like what you see, don't forget to thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe.
And follow us on social media.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye!